Oh man, there's a lot of stuff that came in.
So the first thing we had come in was the Klipsch KS12 stands. They're the new stands for the Klipsch Heresies. We actually sold every one that we had coming in, so they're already gone. Luckily, the UPS guy came at the exact time we popped the labels on those.
Dude, they were heavy too, man. You know, it's funny. I was moving over here so we could see them, and I realized they're gone.
Yeah, no, they're gone. We've always put the Heresies on stands, actually, because I just think it sounds better when they're lifted up instead of on the ground with the tilt. So we used to put them on, like, the Wharfdale stands. But now that, like the Lintons, right? But now that they have their own stands, you can raise them up off the floor and you'll get better sounds. So if you have Heresies, the KS12 stands are amazing. I haven't seen them in person. I was going to open a box or at least try to show it off, but they gone. Now, of course, as you may know, or maybe you don't, we do not have the Heresies in the store. We have the Fortes, so we went with the larger version, which is actually one of the most popular Klipsch Heritage speakers for us. You know, I usually tell people, hey, if you can't fit the Cornwall, because I think the Cornwall is like their best value. It's huge, and it's not too much more than the Fortes, so an extreme value, but it is much bigger. So a lot of people can't fit the Cornwall in their house, so the Forte is like the next best thing to do. And of course, coming up, we are getting in the brand new La Scala AL6s. So if you're in the Maryland area, hey, we're the place where you can hear those brand new La Scalas. But if you have any Klipsch Heritage questions, just give us a call. We'll help you. We've used them all for years. Such a good brand of speaker. But now that the Heresies come with the stands, dude, that is an upgrade for anybody that has Heresies. You got to get the stands.
What are the big things, man? What are those massive boxes? Yeah. What are we working with here?
So these are for my buddy Dan, actually. These are the new Sourcepoint V10s. So
Dang,
Andrew
man.
Jones made the new Sourcepoints with 5 drivers, 5 10-inch. That's why they V10, 5 being the V. Instead of calling them the 10-10, 10-10s, like the 888s. They switched it to the V10. So these are pretty wild. Not going to open them. We'll actually have another video when we go up to Dan's and put them in his system, because he currently has the V8. So we're going to be bringing the 888s back here, hooking up the V10s at his house, and we'll show you that when we take them up, whenever that is. Hopefully soon.
How heavy are these things, man?
They're 160 pounds. This side is where the grills are at, and Dan's actually getting the black grills. They come with gray. You know, he wants to do the black, so we have to get those separate. So we're excited. Andrew Jones speakers. So we have these on pre-order right now. If you get a pair, you know, you'll get it the next shot. But these are amazing because the front has 3 drivers and the back has 2 drivers. They're all 10 inches, and it's just like it. When we opened it up, it's wild seeing it in person. So
it's a big speaker too, man.
Yeah.
What do we got here? What is this?
Then we got the Yamaha RN 2000A for Curtis. Curtis came in a couple weeks ago. He had the red convertible, so he got a whole package, and the RNs were out of stock for a little while, but they're back. So he's got one of those.
Then what about this stuff, man? I see a lot of boxes over here.
I know, Monday's usually box day. So this is for Gabor. This is his D7. We can send that out. We got an Eversolo A8.
Ooh, that's pretty
for
sick.
Josh. So this is super cool. The A8's, like, for the price, one of the best DAC streamers out there that you can get. I mean, the screen's awesome. The DAC, it has the dual AKM, I think.
Dual AKM.
So the A8's usually my recommendation because you can do all the cool stuff. It's not as small as the A6 and not as expensive as the A10. A10 being the best one, but the good medium is this one.
So, you know, I didn't think we sold soundbars, Len.
Yeah, no, this was actually one of Josh's trade-ins. I am not familiar with it, and I'm not sure if he ever opened it because the seal's still in there, so I've been trying to figure that out. This is the Naim Muso, but it's the wood edition. Yeah, it's like a streaming kind of soundbar thing, so that'll be probably going up in our used section soon.
Naim has a good reputation, man. I know they're pretty popular. A lot of people like them. I've never heard their soundbars, though.
I never even knew this existed, so there you go.
It's kind of cool.
It'll be coming soon, and it probably is new. I'm probably going to open it up just to make sure, but...
It has like these wood slats on the picture. I'm kind of interested, man.
But now he's getting the A8.
That's going to be killer.
So that's going to be super sick. What do we got here? I cut them open so you didn't have to cut them open on camera. Oh, so Rel...
Oh, man.
On the subject of Rel just came out with their own LFE cables. So unlike the Speak-Ons, which is like kind of the top way to go, but maybe you don't have the compatibility, maybe you have one of those amps and you don't want to do the multiple wires going into the terminals, you can use the LFE connection, the normal subwoofer connection, as most people would know it. So this is the Commander. This is their base cable. But
You know, why would you buy a sub cable from anyone else other than a company that sells subs,
that
man?
makes subs. Get it direct from the sub company. I mean, I don't know. We got some good audio questions too.
We do.
So.
That's fair.
Now
They
this,
only make cables.
If you want the better version, I actually haven't opened this.
Whoa,
so
this looks nice, man.
Oh yeah, look at that. Put that little logo back. So this is the Commodore. This is the upgraded version of the Commander.
That's a pretty big difference,
Yeah,
man.
you know, you're getting a braided cable, getting a better connection, better cable. That's thick too. Ooh, look at that. See how thick that is?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So we'll try that out too. This will make it easy if we don't want to hook the speak on up and change the amps and everything. We can just plug this in. And we got a rather long version, so we can put subs like anywhere in the store if we need to.
Dang, man.
Yeah, so, and then, of course, the Bassline Blue. This is what we hooked up the other day, Smash.
Oh,
so this is
man.
for Curtis, too, because he got the red sub to match his Corvette. But
Same deal, man. I like the packaging. I like the box. It kind of gives you like a vintage feel in some way. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just like the way that it's. That's cool.
there you go. Big, thick connectors. You know, he's looking good. See
That's
that?
nice, man. That's sick.
Yeah. That's kind of everything that came in. Got, you know, some used stuff. I can tell you that in our last video, we had the Dali, what's it, the Menuet.
Oh, yeah. They went out immediately, didn't they?
The Menuet sold day one. The other one, we had the M10. The M10's still here.
Yep.
But we had the Manley Chinook, which was their phono preamp. That went day one. That one's gone. But on the Manley aspect of things, you can expect to see more Manley soon in the store. So you'll see some Manley tube amps in the system up here. You know, we got the new La Scalas coming in the next week or so. So expect to see some Manley tube amps in the system, which will be great. And their Oasis preamp, which is the newer phono preamp.
I was gonna say, man, you pair tubes with Klipsch, that'll be absolutely killer.
You don't need any power, and I love the. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring the Stingray in because I just love, like, the Stingray is just menacing looking. Yeah. It's like dual integrated. So I'm in a debate between mono blocks and the integrated. So maybe you guys can help me. Should I bring in the integrated Manley Stingray 2, or should I bring in a pair of mono blocks for the speakers? What do you guys think? If you were demoing the La Scalas on its Manley tube amp, what would you want to hear more? The Stingray? And look at the Stingray. It's crazy
It's
looking.
cool,
And
man.
So we'll see. I'd love for your feedback. Let me know in the comments what Manley product that you would want to hear.
Anything
what was
else
the other
that you
one we
want?
got in? We got the Phase-Mation went.
Phase-Mation
went day one. And then, so get your trade-ins in. We got to fill the trade-in room. You know, it's back here. It's looking lonely again.
It is looking lonely, man.
You know?
I feel like we had a bunch of stuff and now it's gone.
Yeah, so we still got the B&W speakers, which are a great deal if you're looking for some nice, and they're like in mint shape, cherry wood. We got the vintage Luxman integrated amp, the L480, which is amazing.
Is that DAC Magic 200 too there?
Yeah, we got a DAC. Yeah, I'm actually waiting on a power supply for this. So I gotta get the
fair.
power supply. That one's not on the website. And we have a couple other things on our eBay page. This is an Orsonic head shell. These are actually really pricey head shells. And I have an original Yamaha PX2, PX3 head shell. Then we have the original Yamaha MC7 moving coil cartridge. And the Ortofon Contrapunct. The Contrapunct. So we get the Ortofon Contrapunct right here. This is nice.
Music in Erhelden?
Yeah, so this is the audio desk, and I'm probably super echoey right now because the room's very echoey, so my bad. This is the audio desk system. It's a record cleaner.
Oh.
So yeah, so the audio desk systems, these are the 45 adapters and 78 adapters, so you can clean various sizes. So if that shows you anything, how nice those pieces are, you know, it's a nice cleaner. It also comes with extra pads and extra cleaner as well.
Oh, dude,
so 4 cleaners, and those cleaners aren't cheap. So.
They are brand new, though.
It's it's brand new. Great deal on that. So if you guys need a record cleaner, that's a good one. We also have that VPI HW17 in there, so I think that's on the website if you're looking for one. We still have the Orbit, the U-Turn Orbit special edition walnut with the Ortofon red. Great turntable. And under it, the Vincent. I don't know how the Vincent amp is still here because the Vincent integrated sounds really good. So if you're looking for integrated, hit the Vincent up.
Yeah, man.
So that's the premium room, but we need your trade-in. Spencer.
Dude, we need trade-ins bad, man.
You need to get their trade-ins.
Give us your trade-ins. We need them.
Yeah, right? So we had the Ortofon turntable, the Ortofon
Oh, it was the
Century 100.
Century 100. That went immediately. That was like day 2.
Dude, yeah, Bruce got that, and he's loving it. He actually sent us pictures of it in the system, which is super cool.
Woo.
So if you guys get stuff, we appreciate you sending in pictures of it in your system so we can show everybody what it looks like. So lots of stuff going on today in the store. Carrying the V10s in was no fun, but well worth it. I didn't bring any whiskeys in today, so no new whiskeys on the shelf after yesterday, but hopefully soon. Yeah,
I need to bring mine in, man. My whiskey's just calling for a home.
Add the shelves, get more signed albums here. We got a couple signed albums up top. The Dali speakers sold last night, so it was about 1:30 a.m. They went literally hours into putting them online. We had them at a great price. We're gonna have to get those boxed up, ship them out. Thank you for picking up. I mean, you get a good deal on a nice pair of speakers, man. They have that paper pulp cone, which is really nice. So the driver, you see all the little, it's not perfect and they're all different, but you can see the actual wood chips in there because that's how they make the driver. So I did have to question the terminals a little bit because I've never seen anything like this, but I messaged my buddy over at Dali, Jay-Z. That's right, not that Jay-Z, but the other Jay-Z, the more famous one. And he actually sent me a picture of the Dali cores, the current models, and they have these same terminals, but they're like gold. So it's wild. Whatever kind of design they came up with, why it looks like this, whatever. It's just an awesome speaker. So I gotta get these boxed up, ship these out. We'll send them out with the 9000T. These are also interesting if you look at the grills, where the pegs are. The pegs of the grills actually fit in to the driver and the tweeter, so that they don't have to, I guess, have holes in the wood, which is, I've never seen that before either, so it's kind of crazy. It kind of makes me like double think when I'm putting the grill on, because I don't want to like shove the grill into the tweeter. But super nice. I'm actually going to miss these. We hooked these up yesterday, and they sounded really nice for like compact bookshelf speakers. It was pretty impressive.
And now you can tell your friends and family, your colleagues and acquaintances that you have been indoctrinated to the hard rocking, to the mind shocking, the heart stopping, the ear popping, the hip shaking and the leg quaking, the artisanal and medicinal Dali speakers.
Did you notice anything sound-wise when you changed
Oh,
the cable?
dude.
Was it that big?
It was, too. What did you think as far as sound? What did the...
Dude, honestly, like, putting in the Bassline blues, I was like, oh, let's hear this. And it was, like, way louder. I don't know if that's just the way we're doing things. Like, there's just a couple different factors that were different, but, you know, it startled me. It just, the sub was working a lot harder. There was just a lot more sound. And I had to, like, dial that back and get that all settled again. But once I did, it big improvement.
When I came in, I was like, what's different? Like, why does it sound fuller? Why does it sound better than what it did before? And then I looked at the volume of the subs, and I was like, you guys dialed this thing back. Now what's really going on? And it was just the cable. It's crazy.
So I definitely recommend that. And the other crazy thing is we had to turn the volume down like almost all the way on the subs because it gave that much more power.
Damn.
So we had it on the same volume at first, and it was so loud. Yeah, so we had to crank it. I think we set it on like 2 notches.
No way.
In case you turn the amp up really high.
I see that. What the
So
heck?
it made a huge difference in the signal. If anybody has the raw subs, to upgrade the wire with the speak on, because it was actually wild. Like Tom was like, "What is happening?" And I'm like, "It just gives off more voltage."
What's going on, Tom?
So I'm messing around with this, and I'm like, it's just too loud. Like, the subs now it's just crazy. And I don't know exactly why, but apparently with these, we have both positives, which is red and yellow, going into each terminal. But if you're dealing with this issue, you're supposed to take just one out. So I'm going to take the red out of left-right positives and just have the yellow in there. Still have the ground, and hopefully that balances everything out perfectly.